Force, and we need air conditioning and everything.
Are y'all allowed
set
to
up
have
a little
y'all's
bit.
phone?
Not in basic training. Well, for basic training, we get a 5-minute phone call. Or the Air Force gets a 5-minute phone call at the end of the week. Or for me, it was at the end of the week. I'm aware that some of the female flights got 10 to 15 minutes every call, which was lucky for them because their drill sergeants essentially were like, "Oh, you guys are girls, so we'll take it a little bit easier on you." There was one time where I was sitting in the cafeteria, and in the cafeteria, it's like we call it the DFAC or the chow hall. You're not allowed to talk, or else you'll choke on your food. That's actually something that happened to people. Our MTIs were kind of pissed because the last rotation of trainees that was in, like 3 or 4 people choked on their food, which resulted in the Heimlich being needed over and over again, and it kind of just pissed off them. So they're like, "Listen, we hear any of y'all talking, it's gonna be your ass." So essentially, no talking at all.
He has a whole ass shotgun. He's the
I can't. Were you the murderer?
the
the
one who
shotgun?
had
Who
the
had the
shotgun,
shotgun,
yeah?
It was
Were you the
Thundle.
murderer?
Thundle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
because he
Thundle-
didn't drop the gun when he shot somebody. So
Hold on. Alright, I'm in the basement. I'm coming up to the library. Give me a sec.
me too. So I'll open the door for you with my short hands. Which way is the library?
This
I
way.
don't know this place. I don't know this place by heart. So.
Oh yeah, I've played Murder enough to know where everything is. Or where most of the stuff is.
Nah, my spot, my
Oh wow, I've amassed a following of people wanting to listen to military stories. This is fun. Essentially, like I was saying in the last... Like I said in the last match, no...
Oh my god.
No one's allowed to talk in the chow hall because if you talk, you're gonna choke on your food. Well, there was this one day where... I saw this female flight lady. She essentially was sitting in there, and we're only permitted to have 10 minutes to eat your food. Yet, essentially, that's another reason why people were choking on their food, because they were talking within those 10 minutes and choking. So this one chick sits down at a table. Keep in mind, her flight's already left. She's not supposed to be in there, and she's eating her food. Very slowly, and she's just sitting there, and her instructor walks up and goes, "What are you doing? Why are you sitting there? Your ass needs to be back up in the dorms." She goes, "Well, excuse me, myself, I still have 1 minute." Said it like that with the sass. I'm sitting there. I stop eating. I just put my fork down and I look at her like, "What? What did you say?" And this instructor... Now, this is how I know for a fact... This is how I know for a fact that the instructors took it easier on the female flights. Because keep in mind, if one of our dumbass guy flights said if one of our dumbass guys said something like that, what would have happened would have been all of the drill sergeants inside the DFAC rushed at us, knife hand us, which is essentially just pointing their hand at us without putting any of their fingers down, knife handing us, proceeding to shout at us about how we're being disrespectful, and then to get on our faces, which is essentially do push-ups. And then our push-ups would consist of 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir. I can hear you, trainee. How many you at? I'm at 3, sir. No, you're at 1 now. 1, sir, 2, sir. What was that?
Oh my god.
It was 2, sir. Well, that sounds like 1 to me. Get back down, trainee. So what did she do? What did this instructor do to this female who just backtalked her? "Okay, ma'am, you got 1 minute. You better hurry up." And then she walked off. So here's my ass sitting in the chair. I'm kind of like, "Oh shit. Okay, well that's how that is." And then I ate the rest of my food because you learn to just not give a fuck at that point. I was at my 4th week by then, so by then I was kind of like, okay, you don't talk, you just shut up and let things happen.
With the stickers. No.
So, essentially, female flights got it a lot easier than the male flights. So, if you're a female going into the Air Force, like, good for you, you're gonna have a great time. But, so week 5, like I was talking about earlier, is Beast Week. It's essentially, like I said, deployment. You go out into a desert area, you sit in the heat, and you hate life, and they force you to clean up the place because you're a trainee and you don't have rights anymore. You're a trainee. You're getting paid.
You clean up.
So that's what you get for your rights. You are essentially selling your rights as a person, and now you're just essentially just a slave to the government. Week 6. Week 6 is essentially practice for graduation. You're getting ready to get the hell out of basic training, and you're almost free. And week 7, which is really not even a week, it's more like 3 days, is congratulations! You've graduated basic training. Just remember, you have to deal with tech school now. And depending on your tech school, you might be at that base for more than 7 months. Have fun!
Damn.
Are you at tech?
A lot of months.
My tech school is only 1 month.
Oh,
So I am currently active duty.
Oh no.
There Let's go.
Okay.
So who wants to hear about tech school now?
No, wait.
I do. We do.
Alright.
Now,
Yay.
now let me describe basic training a little bit more for you guys real fast, just to lay the groundworks down for tech school. Basic training is essentially you have no rights, you have no freedoms. You cannot leave the base. You cannot leave your dormitory when you want to leave your dormitory. You have to listen to literally everything anyone says, because if someone tells you, hey, this person's about to walk in and do an inspection, you get your ass ready for that inspection. Now in tech school, that doesn't happen. You're allowed to leave your room when you want to leave your room. You're allowed to sleep if you don't have class. You're allowed to sleep after you're done with class. Now, in basic training, you weren't allowed to sleep if you weren't doing anything. You had to sit and read a book. So you get to sleep a little bit more in tech school. In tech school, you were allowed to go to bed when you wanted to go to bed. In basic training, lights out at 9 o'clock. If we find your ass up, you're doing push-ups, and we're going to do this thing called 341U. You want to know what a 341 is? It's a little piece of paper that says, this is a 341. Something good that you did, / this is something bad that you did. That's all it is.
Oh.
It's something that they can write down, hey, this person did something dumb, or hey, this person did something good. And then they give it to your superior, and your superior is supposed to say, good job.
Okay, this is good.
We're not going to reward you, just good job.
Good job. Yeah.
Tech school.
That's just sad.
We had 341s. No one ever got a 331 pulled, because at that point, the tech school people knew that 341s were bullshit. So they were like, we don't give a fuck, whatever. So here I am in tech school. I have my freedoms back. I'm allowed to eat junk food now. I may have gained 3 or 4 pounds. About 3 or 4 pounds once I entered tech school.
That's okay.
I was having chow mein. I was having fast food. Oh my god, I can't. You learn to miss fast food. You learn to miss music. Music was so like so in like I said in basic, you're essentially not a person anymore. You're a trainee. You don't get to listen to music. I had no music for essentially 2 months. So in tech school, I got music again. And like I also was only sharing a room with 3 people instead of sharing a room with 50 50 people.
5.
Yeah.
I also got a bathroom that wasn't shared with 50 people. It was beautiful.
Okay. So you
What?
have to get a bucket or something. I hope.
So in basic, it's essentially just like a public bathroom. They got the urinal set up. They got the stalls set up. They got sinks and then they got showers. You're required to take a shower.
It's very interesting to see. I didn't actually join the military, but I have gone to a military base and stayed a week. Like,
Yep, it's
My
an
family's military.
it's a
I
very
had to go
interesting
to a
thing.
Half of
military.
my family have gone to military.
oh yeah, it's pretty crazy. But like I was saying, tech school, they give you your own bathroom that you share with your roommates. You're only sharing your room with 3 people. It's a great time. You get your freedoms back. But the only issue now is that if you get put with the wrong like squadron, I got put into my squadron was called the Gators. Essentially I got put into the support people because that's my job. I'm a support person. I'm airfield management. Oh, it's Rogue. Hi, Rogue. Please don't murder me while I'm still, talking about military stuff. Actually, I'll leave the circle down so that way, it's not as tragic when you murder me. But essentially, I just lost my entire train of thought. Give me a sec. In tech school, now you really only have to worry about room inspections, which depending on your person might happen every week, might happen every month, or in my case, might happen when whenever I feel like it. We'll see what happens. And there's also this bullshit thing called phases in tech school. There are 3 phases. There's phase 1. You are almost free. You have the ability to wear civilian clothes in your room, but you are not allowed to wear civilian clothes anywhere else. Phase 2. You are permitted to wear civilian clothes anywhere. Phase 3. You're allowed to leave base a little bit further than you were allowed to leave base on phase 2. Just remember, phase 1, you're not allowed to leave base. Also, you're not allowed to leave this little area called the triangle. This triangle essentially has most of everything that you want, except for bowling. I really liked bowling.
Doesn't kill all
because he wants to listen to the story. And it's
Dang.
because he randomly murders.
Yeah.
And that's how
he
you
just
see with the long
randomly
kick.
murders. Well,
I forgot where I was. I'm in front of my piano.
like shanked him. Yes. That was actually a pretty good story, though. I want to keep listening to it, so.
What? No one has a fucking gun?
No.
Trying to
I just blew myself up with a grenade.
don't have to
Like,
change
that's on me.
again,
I literally said,
and
ding it, holding the grenade.
apparently
Did not know
So
what
did
to
you
do.
win?
dandy.
Yeah,
Nice.
he missed his knife throw, and I missed my Sean Adams.
Dang. Tomorrow, dear
I
friends,
died
free,
because
when
I
I'm
accidentally
done with work,
pulled the pin on the
I'll
grenade
ask you to,
and ran.
I saw that.
Since I didn't want to. I literally did.
I just
ran
honestly
into
expected
the
you to just.
grenade.
I actually expected you to just ignite the grenade and drop it in the group.
No, I'm not that.
All right, we're all back. Let me draw the circles real fast so I feel safe.
Yes, peace circle. You don't disrespect.
No murder in the circle, please.
No murder. Circle.
Hey, Rogue, welcome to the circle.
I mean, this is
welcome to
only-
the military
this is the
stories
only-
with Solar.
This is the only gay that I accept. Well, not the only gay that I accept, but it's a gay that I accept.
All right, so I was talking about tech school and the phases. Not sure who was still alive when I was going over phases. Quick recap: Phase 1, no leaving base.
No clue.
No leaving base, no
chasing me.
clothing. Phase 2, you can leave base, you get civilian clothes. Phase 3, you can leave base about, I want to say it was 200 miles, and you still could wear civilian clothes. All
Was
right,
there,
that's the phases.
McDonald's near there? Was there a McDonald's or something here?
I got put in this base called Keesler. It was in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So essentially, I got moved from the heat to the heat. Yeah, they had a McDonald's, they had a Burger King nearby. It was pretty chill.
Ooh.
They had a couple
Burger
of like.
King. French
So
toast
I would like
sticks
to
are
make
the
this
best.
clear. I'm from California. I eat a lot of Asian food. There is not a lot of Asian food anywhere.
No.
So I have had no Asian food. There's no. I got stationed up in North Dakota now. That's where I'm at active duty right now. There's no Asian food up here. There's nothing up here up in North Dakota.
Not even any sushi?
I do like me some good Asian food.
No sushi?
No rice? No
There's
rice?
nothing up here.
Damn.
But
The rice.
I do like me
Yeah,
some good
so-
Asian food.
Bro.
Asian food taste good.
so like
I'm opening the drawer. From this far.
like I
Well, I
was
can
saying,
pick up
your face is essentially, excuse me, allow you to leave places. Once, so what your tech school goal is? Your tech school goal is to bait your class. You're supposed to study. You're supposed to do your job. You're essentially learning how to do your job in the Air Force. Whatever job you got assigned at
shoot. I don't want to glitch through
at tech school.
Oh, I'm
Or not at before basic. I got my job before basic. I knew what I was doing before. So you're either getting your job after basic and they're like, okay, this is the job you got, you're gonna learn it.
Hold on.
Or you know what job you got, and that's the job you're gonna go learn while you're in tech school. In tech school, you're learning your job. That's your goal. If you fail a test, your ass better get ready for this thing called a study letter. Essentially, what a study letter is study for 2 hours every day on normal days, and then 4 hours on the weekends. So even if you no longer have anything to study, if you're on a study letter, you're sitting in a room with a camera in it, so that way they can tell that you have your study materials.
Yeah, don't do
materials
that.
out.
That's not a good idea.
How did you survive?
I did.
Because they have a bigger avatar.
What? Let me try this again.
Essentially,
Go right
if
side up, please.
if you fail your test and you get your study letter, you're stuck in a room for 2 hours or 4 hours, depending on the day. Even if you have nothing to
Can you go
study
right
anymore,
side
because
up?
your next test doesn't have anything to do with paperwork.
Thank you.
You will be sitting in a room and you will be studying.
Work. Wait, I can make myself the rock real
I
quick.
don't even
I can
study normally.
Yeah, exactly. So you would really be just sitting in a room. That's really what you would be doing. That's I failed my first test in tech school. So I got put on a study letter. And I studied for many hours.
Wait, am I?
Oh, that's why. No, I
But
have to,
really, tech school is a lot like college. You're going to your classes every morning. You're
No.
You're
Okay,
still kind of expected to do salutes and reporting statements to superior, higher ranked people than you. You're still all the stuff from basic, really. But now you have your freedoms back. It's kind of like college, where you're going to classes and like trying. You're allowed to date. It's not really like you shouldn't date. You shouldn't date people in tech school. You shouldn't get married in tech school, but people do it anyways. Because you make more money if you're married.
I'm gonna find me a.
Yeah, you make more money if you're married. So a lot of people will get married in tech school, then regret it because now they're married to this person that they don't actually like. Or they'll start dating, and you're not supposed to date someone of superior rank, or it's called like fraternization or something. Essentially, what it is someone might have favoritism towards you, and that's a no-no in the military. No one's supposed to have favorites with each other. So
What am I
it's kind of like this whole thing where it's like, listen, if you're someone, you're gonna date someone. If you're gonna love each other, you're gonna love each other. But in the military, you have your profession. You have a professional relationship. You can have your personal relationship with people, but don't bring it into work. Capiche, capiche. So in tech school, it's really just learn your job. Learn your job. You have your freedom back. You can date if you want to date. I've never been in a relationship before, and I'm 20, so that's fun. And yeah, it's just live life. Yeah, I'm 20. So that's tech school. So now then, active military. Oh, this is the best part of the military. We're coming close to the end of the story. I've only been active for about a month.
Yeah.
Active military
On accident.
is essentially.
Okay.
Remember everything from basic and tech school?
Oops. Well, oh well.
Condense that into a ball and throw it away because none of that's important anymore.
Really?
Just remember, don't do something stupid like drinking or driving.
Where to go?
Don't do none of that fraternization stuff where you're dating people that you shouldn't be dating or being favorites with people you shouldn't be favorites with. Don't curse out the commander. Listen to instructions and do your job. After that, it's literally just I'm home right now playing on VR chat with you people.
Yeah.
I'm talking with you people. It does kind of suck though because for my job, my commander told me if you're in training, because when you get to active, you're technically still in training. You're learning your job. You'll get promoted up through your job after a certain amount of time. My training is 9 months. I'm not allowed to go home in 9 months. I haven't seen my family, and it's Thanksgiving today, and I haven't seen my family today. Except on FaceTime, but I don't really, consider that seeing my family because it's over the phone. So I kind of, today I got to go to a coworker's Thanksgiving party. I got to eat food with them.
No.
He's got a knife. I'm afraid he's gonna shank me. I don't have the circle up yet.
No, he would never. He'll be nice.
What the fuck?
Well, come on, Juggle with 3 knives, but
There's 6 seats.
How do I get out of this?
Probably.
There we go.
There's 6 seats.
All right.
2 shoulders, 2 hands, 2 ankles.
can't stab the. Can't stab
I was
us
so
'cause there's no
confused.
London.
I was like, what the fuck? But
And if you get on the hand, well,
essentially, like I
move
was
you around
saying,
as much as possible to make you sick.
active duty is a lot of just remember everything from basic and everything. Yeah, none of that's important anymore. You're gonna spend the next 9 months learning your job here, active duty, and then you're just gonna live life as an adult. Make sure you pay your internet bill, which is the only bill that you really have to pay attention to, and your phone bills.
Someone help.
Don't be a dumbass and get a DUI. Listen to your superiors like any job,
Click on him again.
and just live life. That's where I'm at right now.
Sir, come down.
I'm living life right now. I'm an adult. I'm doing adult stuff. I'm paying bills. Well, actually, the only bills I have to pay are phone and internet. The military covers water, electricity, and pretty much all the other ones.
And now you're talking to random people in a VR game.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Now then, I believe it's time for this match to end. Maybe.
Switch it back.
Finally.
I was trying to play with Ico for Phasmophobia.
Guys, I'm orange.
I'm
orange. And then I realized it was the opposite.
50% of the
got
story.
really busy all of a sudden.
And I was like, oh my god.
Oh, question.
I can't even reach
So,
the
like,
door.
I mean,
why do you have to like shave your head in the military?
Damn it, Hamish is gonna beat my ass.
All right.
Get like a fresh
So
cut or something.
Because I
okay,
assume it's because of
haircut.
like
Okay.
lice, maybe.
So-
I don't know.
So we're opening up questions. Answer your question about haircuts and why we have to go bald in basic. You're actually allowed to grow your hair out a little bit more in tech school. I currently have a fade right now.
I have a question.
The reason
Do they give you an edge up like?
Let him finish the
they
fucking
shave
answer.
you.
Damn it.
Let me
Anyway.
answer Rogue's question. So essentially, haircuts in the Air Force. The reason why you're getting a haircut is because in the Air Force we have this thing called the UCMSJ, which is essentially this big ass book of codes that we have to follow. And if we don't follow them, then we can get in a shit ton of trouble. And one of them is called a part of the book is essentially going over like your dress and apparel standards, how you have to be dressed,
Hamish is the murderer.
how you should be conducting yourself, essentially.
If I go to sleep in the Oculus.
In it, you're not supposed to have your hair longer than an inch, and you're not supposed to have your hair touching your ears. And if you have either of that, then your officers can essentially go, all right, I'm going to give you paperwork. And paperwork can eventually lead to you getting kicked out of the Air Force. That's why in basic training, they just shave your head because you don't have rights. You're not a...
That is
Hell
He
yeah.
just did go nut.
He murdered
As
your
you're saying.
circle.
sit on this person.
Yeah,
reckon it was
seriously.
Hamish.
Essentially, eventually you get... If you have enough paperwork, you just get kicked out of the Air Force. So that's why you get the hair... like I was saying in basic, you're not a person. You don't have any rights anymore. They shave your head because they don't care. You get your head
We're
shaved.
killing everyone.
That sucks.
Now in tech school, you're allowed to get a fade where you have your sides where you essentially just shave off their sides. You don't have sides anymore, but you're allowed to grow your top with at least an inch. So that's what mine's at right now. Mine's at an inch on top, and then my sides are shaved.
But what if you're like black?
Hey, Rock!
Doesn't your hair like grows?
Yeah, dude. You wanna know what fucking?
Murder in the circles. No murder in the circles.
Rock.
Yeah, you know what fucking sucks about that whole rule, dude?
I know the glitch.
What?
If I went into the military, it would suck because my hair grows out like a bitch.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. In
I
tech
have a
school,
question.
or in funny thing about basic though, they only shave your head twice, or they only do 2 haircuts. So like, they won't come at you if your hair grows super fast, and it's touching your ears because they give you that second haircut. It's kind of like a mandatory thing. But once you're in tech school, it's kind of like you gotta manage it yourself.
Right. Okay.
All right, more questions. Who wants to ask questions? Go for it.
I have a question.
All right, what's the question?
What branch did you join?
I'm in the Air Force.
Air Force.
Oh, well, my brother Connor is leaving December 7th to join the Marines.
Oh, okay.
Final holiday, we celebrated with him.
So.
Oh, that sucks because he's probably gonna be in there during Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That's rough.
you have,
I was in during 4th of July.
I shaved his head.
Oh gosh, he's coming after me.
See,
Just let me
that's not a good idea,
real quick.
and I can tell you why.
Oh my gosh, Huggy Wuggy,
So-
the murderer! Leave me alone.
Hey, don't murder.
Climb up the ladder. I can't. Oh, get juked. Oh!
You're not getting away.
My God. Oh! Where you going, buddy?
You thought because you smell.
Basic training, like I said, you're not a person. You have no rights. The drill sergeants are like sharks. They look for people that are out of the norm, doing their own thing. So like, if you saw someone off to the side doing push-ups for no reason when you shouldn't be doing push-ups, they swarm that person. They ask that person, why are you doing push-ups? Do you like push-ups training? Do you want to do some more push-ups? Well, you're going to do some more push-ups right now because you don't have a choice anymore. Here's one push-up, here's two push-ups, here's three. Oh, what's that? What number did you just say? Oh, back to one. Do it again.
Did you get him?
So, in basic, if you go in with your head shaved, they see you as a person who's trying to stand out, and they will swarm your ass.
Can you guys clone my thing?
And once one of them smells blood, they're all after it.
Draw the circle.
Circle of peace and willing.
Yep, I didn't draw the circle last time, and he murdered everyone. So let's draw the circles.
Oh yes, perfecto.
All right, circles have been drawn.
That's enough circles.
Yep. All right.
Oh
Any more
shoot!
questions?
Why'd I do that? Oh god. Oh shoot.
Sticky poo.
No. No.
Any more questions? Let's hear them. Any?
Oh, fuck. Why'd I do this?
Shoot them at me. I'm active military, so I actually know some stuff now.
Oh, I'm back to normal. Okay.
Hey there, Rock.
Am I back to normal? Yes, I.
So, you said you didn't have to get gassed. Now I know what it is, and I know the process of it. But like, did you never do it again? Or reschedule it, or no?
So
Well,
the thing with the gas is because of coronavirus restrictions, they can't gas us right now.
Right.
I'm sure at some point I'm going to be forced to get it done because what I've heard is that I'm supposed to have it at my first duty station, so I'm at my first duty station right now. But I don't think my first duty station has the capability of gassing me. I don't think we have a gas chamber here. So, not too sure about that one. I've heard that we're supposed to get gassed, but they can't. Yes.
Clone my thing.
No, I'm good. No, thank you.
He's talking.
No, not you.
We know
Oh, he's talking to
Mr. Roblox.
Let's see. Questions. Were there any other branches you considered before going into
Military.
So,
Air Force?
Yeah.
So, to answer that
Oh my
question, let me tell you a little bit about my family history real fast. My great-grandpa was a B-17 pilot during World War II, so that he was in the Army, because during World War II we didn't have an Air Force. My grandpa was an air traffic controller in the Air Force. My dad was a nuclear energy manager in the Navy.
What in the fuck is going on in that library? Are people here?
We're
Telling stories.
Military stories. You want to join in?
This is story time.
So
No killing, though.
I've had a decently long military family history.
Right.
My dad's a bit of an asshole. We don't get along very well, and he's kind of done some shit to me that's resulted in some negative mental things. So that immediately knocked the Navy. That immediately knocked the Navy out for me. And also any idea of ever wanting to drink alcohol because he was a fucking alcoholic bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
You
Bro.
fuck.
This is a bitch.
Oh, that's fucking great.
You little. No more! Huggy Wuggy!
You whore.
Deserve this.
You skank. You scat. You bitch.
But you're not the murderer. Who's the murderer?
Jenna, you felon.
Who's the
I
murderer?
don't actually
I
know.
can shoot him.
Bro, what happened to your
Oh, no, go shoot the little yellow one.
having
I was right.
Anybody know?
Little bitch.
You just shot me! Why'd you shoot me?
They did it to be a bitch. Don't worry about them. They did it to
Hey,
be a bitch.
yeah, you. It's okay.
Somehow, bro.
You get patted. Pat.
You know, some people are bitches,
That's true.
and some people,
I know that.
some people deserve to go to hell.
You're supposed to murder, you fuck.
Yes.
And then I get the other.
Yes.
Alright. More
We were
circles.
the two first original
Alright.
people to ever be in this library.
That's true.
If I shoot somebody, will I die?
Library.
No, you'll
Huh?
drop the gun though.
Oh.
Yeah, and then someone else can pick it up and kill you instead.
Anyways,
Mom,
I've totally forgot what I was. Oh yes, my reason
Your
for
family.
picking the Air
Branches.
Force. So like I was saying, my dad's a bitch.
Where you at?
I don't like the Navy. My grandpa, my great grandpa was in the Army, but if he had a choice, he would have chose Air Force because he was a B-17 pilot during World War II.
Right. Okay.
I didn't want to. I'm not very much of a person that likes to kill things. I'm from California, like I said, so I've never hunted before. I've never really done killing things. So, that was fast.
I didn't even kill it. I did
As
not
I was
even
saying,
kill
yeah,
it.
I'm the exact opposite. You know, I'm here in Missouri, so kind of go hunting like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's gonna.
Hold on.
I'm like the
Let's
opposite,
wait.
opposite.
Let's
I
wait
just
for the
hurt
next
myself.
match. So.
Where'd you get?
I broke
Boring.
my arm. It hurts.
You have one job, Jace.
My life hurts.
One job, man.
I broke my arm once, actually.
I cracked
broke
my
both-
skull once. That wasn't even my
I broke
fault.
both bones of my
Oh,
arm.
where
And my
did-
mom
where
said
did
it
he
was
go?
funny because
He's
my hand
not-
was just like
Did he
dangling
leave?
like this. Even though I was crying.
Did he get kicked?
No,
from
he's
the-
still here.
Military
Oh, there
time.
you are. Hi. Yep, military time. All right. So
Yeah, don't shoot anybody on
That-
accident.
that knocked the army out
Except
for
the
me
Roblox
because
guy.
really
You can probably shoot him.
most of
Open
most
the
of the
box,
army
I
jobs.
open your chest and see what's inside.
I'm gonna hide
Most
this.
of
I'm gonna
the
hide
army
this.
jobs are a lot of kill people. I'm not much of that kind of vibe. So that knocked the army out for me.
Hey,
And
everybody!
like earlier, the Marines are very much the same as the army. A lot of let's go behind enemy lines and kill them.
Oh, that's
So again, knocked another branch out for me. The Coast Guard was a valid option that was considered for a little bit, but it's the fucking Coast Guard. It's the Coast Guard. I don't want to say that I'm a Coast Guardian. That sounds dumb.
A coast
So
Yo, my arm's broken, Tom.
so I chose Air
Oh
Force.
god! Oh god! Oh
Yes!
god!
No murder in the circle! No murder in the circle! No murder!
I'm just hiding.
What an asshole! What an asshole! He murdered in the
Yes.
circle. He murdered
As you were saying.
in the
Don't murder
circle.
in circle of peace. If
it-
I murder, I'm
It
only
was
killing
essentially like the last, like, out of all of the branches, it was really the only one that kind of like we don't actively kill people. And you're not gonna get your hands into a position where lives are on the line. Now, my job actually kind of does have people's lives on the line, so it's funny how that ended up. But
So what do you do specifically currently?
so my job is called airfield management or base ops. Essentially, what we do or what base ops does is we drive up and down the airfield looking for like
Like you're
like,
peeking out the door.
pieces of metal that shouldn't be there or something that we can pick up and put in the back of a truck.
So like debris.
If
To the library we go.
where's my gun?
You're in the floor there,
There it
Jace.
is.
Yes, the library. This is where story time is.
Library.
Nine. Library.
Where is he?
Library.
I'm from like a
Wait,
different
did he say
side, so he might
library?
like say stuff. He might say stuff differently.
Got me.
I got the Glock.
Yeah, trust me, I met a guy from Missouri and he called
Glock 17.
The glitchy.
I got the gun. If Huggy Wuggy come at me again, he's getting the Glock.
Water Walters. You call water water.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, people on the right kind of just got that kind of fucking.
I couldn't use my arm.
Yeah.
Here, I'll take
Damn,
the gun
so-
for myself.
So about that whole lives thing,
Like I said, it kind of they don't actively, besides the drone strikes and the explosions that we
Oh
cause.
shoot! Oh shoot!
My job doesn't actively kill. We do occasionally
the-
get
true. It's not like the true main mission. Basically, it's not like.
I do wonder what people. I heard a stab. I heard a stab.
murdered us.
I think it was like
I
that.
don't know, but it was clearly a bitch, as you were saying.
Yeah.
Jason something or another. Anyways,
Jason.
my job does a lot of like
Sorry, Hamish. I stabbed you. Sorry, mate.
we clean the airfield. We call people that clean. We call people that'll sweep up stuff that we can't get. We
I'm off for a sec, dude.
Why am I sitting down?
Don't matter. Just go to library.
Get there.
I locked him.
As you were
Darian.
we clean that kind of stuff. We're in charge of calling everyone when
What's
there's
going
an
on
emergency.
there?
Like if if a plane's engine goes out, we get the call and we have to call everyone who's
Accidentally just stabbed my son.
who's gonna deal with it. So we essentially get the call saying, okay, everyone, there's a emergency. This plane's engine's out. If I'm in office, I have to run over to this, like, there's two phones. One of them's black, which is called the secondary. One of them's red, which is
I'm
called
gonna
the primary.
turn really big.
The primary is the one that we would get called first, saying, hey, there's this plane, engine's busted, this is the information. And then my part of the job would come in where I would pick up the black phone, the secondary, and
You
call
too.
it up saying,
Block Avatar.
stand by, all agencies stand by. This is airfield management with an in-flight or on-ground emergency. This is all the information for it. Get out there and fix it. Hang up the phone after I get everyone's
one of
okay.
them you get called, and the other one you call.
Yes. After I've called, making sure everyone knows what's going on, that there's an in-flight or on-ground emergency, then I'm calling fire department to get or I'm getting areas that are getting closed off and entry points for people that are going into them if it's an on-ground emergency. If it's an in-flight emergency, there's not too much to worry about for those. It's really just calling everyone and going over a checklist that's telling me if I have anything else. But for on-ground emergencies, I'm calling fire department, getting a location that's going to be blocked off. Like let's say a plane's engine blows up on the runway while it's trying to take off. Well, we get the call that happened. We call out to everyone, hey, this happened. Get out there. And then we call fire department, and fire department will tell us, okay, it's on the runway, 2,000-foot circle around it. That's no one's allowed to go in there. The entry points, so the areas where people are allowed to cross this area, let's say it's like right here and like right here. So then we would go plot those points on a map to figure out where they are. And then we would get on the secondary again, the black phone, and call everyone again and say, stand by, all agencies stand by. This is airfield management with an update to the on-ground emergency. This is the entry points. This is where you're allowed to go in. Hold on, I think someone wants to join. join me. Who is this person? Would like you to join them. No, they can not join them. Essentially, I call everyone, tell them where things are, and then I go about dealing with it. Eventually I'll get a call saying, "Hey, it's taken care of. It's not an issue anymore." And at that point, I once again call everyone saying, stand by, all agencies stand by. This is an update. The ground emergency is clear. It was cleared by this person at this time. You may resume whatever you're doing beforehand," and then hang up. And that's it. It's a relatively easy job. It does get a little bit stressful during ground emergencies and stuff, but for me, I'm up in North Dakota right now at a base where nothing happens. I have not had any ground emergencies happen on me yet, or any in-flight emergencies, because, like I said, nothing happens up here. No one ever comes to this base. We have drones that fly. That's my base's thing.
Don't kill anybody.
Anyway.
Circle!
Oh my gosh.
It's him. It's a hurry, you stupid.
I'll be heading out because my friend's inviting me, so, but you have a good night.
Alright. Yep, I'll accept that friend request too.
Already friend requested him. Good man indeed. Wait, no.
I'll accept this friend
No worries.
request. I got an invite though.
Yeah, don't accept that, please. We like to
Sweet
do
home.
your
Let's go
stories.
find some more friends. Alright. To the chair. Oh, that's a knife.
Yeah, just.
Or it looked like a knife. It's the bandage, I guess. Let me get the circle down. There we go.
Circle.
Nice.
The peace circle.
Gotta look.
Any more questions? Anyone who would like to learn more about the Air Force?
Don't shoot them. No, don't shoot. Don't shoot. No. Just put gun down. Alright.
We're just gonna leave the murderer here, right?
Yeah, it don't matter if
Sure.
that's a murderer. Wait.
If they want to murder me right now, I can step out of the circle. Just wave me out.
Yeah.
I'll go peacefully into
trying to
the
listen.
darkness.
They don't want to get murdered, so they're not
All right.
murdering. They put the weight.
Now then, any questions, anyone? Anyone want to learn more about the Air Force?
I mean,
No.
that one guy had the questions. Yes! No, we always love learning about the Air Force.
About the military, about the people protecting the U.S. and the Constitution. And the government.
No.
I don't really care.
I mean, if you want to restart the game, then...
Excuse me, excuse me, have you seen?
Oh my gosh, I have so many avatars to...
Yo, what the hell?
The random
Oh
droid.
my gosh,
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Jackson over here.
random
What's you
droid
doing?
again.
What's you doing?
Minecraft.
Why are you doing Michael Jackson?
Dude, I just want
do everybody's avatar. Dang it,
circle!
the wolf.
Excuse me, have you seen?
To the circle of protection! To the circle of protection!
What's up, Devin?
Circle of protection?
Yes, circle. I'm in the circle.
Circle of protection.
I'm in the circle.
Welcome to the circle of for about the Air Force.
I got a good hiding place upstairs somewhere.
Really? Okay, let's go.
I'm just gonna put my controller.
Hello, Michael Jackson, sir. Would you like to ask about the U.S. Air Force?
Eager.
I see.
To learn.
Yeah, he's eager to learn.
I kept clicking on the door.
Oh, Thank you.
Everybody put your hands up. Put your hands up now.
Do you want me to show you?
I demand
Hey, you're talking.
you guys are all
You're in the chill. Hey, this is the no murder circle. No murdering in the circle.
All of
No murder.
Okay, you are safe. You are
Military
safe.
stories.
You are safe because you're acting.
This is the You're in the military stories area right now.
Every
I'm
single
telling
one of them
people,
Yeah,
telling people about the U.S. Air Force. Would you like to learn about the U.S. Air Force today?
Yes, yes, I would.
Sure. Step
Go
away
for
now.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
government property.
I am a current active military member of the U.S. Air Force. What are your questions?
Oh, really?
Yes,
I have several questions. I
don't have any
Go
questions
for
Right
it.
now, I'm actually very close to a military base. My sisters are in the military. I'm over at their house.
Go
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
I forgot.
Ask questions.
Which is better? I know your answer, but I might as well ask. Military or Air Force?
I think
Is that a middle finger?
Do you mean
Don't ask
civilian
questions,
life
okay?
or the Air Force? Or do you mean which is
Okay.
the best branch of the military?
Which is no military, like
We're all
army.
gonna die, I
Sorry.
swear.
Army,
Army,
or Air
alright.
Force?
Personally, for me, Air Force. But for someone else who
Nah.
might like to shoot people, probably the Army for them.
You eat.
What do
Oh
I
no,
eat?
they eat MREs, right? You have MREs.
So, for sometimes we do, for deployments,
my
I would
butt
be
is
eating
numb.
MREs. But because right now I am at my home base, freedoms, I'm a person right now.
Okay,
I can eat whatever I want.
Okay.
one more question. I have one more question.
Yes.
Okay, this is a very
Yes.
important question. Have you ever been to
Go for
Fort
it.
Polk in Leesville,
Fort-
Louisiana?
I'm afraid I haven't. I've been to Keys.
You do
I've
not
been
want to go there.
I've heard about it. I've been to Keesler.
uh,
I've been to. I'm at Grand Forks right now, and is it Lackland? I think it's Lackland. Lackland is the Air Force basic training base.
drop the gun for 1 second, I dare
The
you.
base is really, really small.
What does it mean if
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
There's not a lot around. My
Yeah.
sister hates it.
Up here in North Dakota, we don't really have a lot up here. It's
Oh, you're
yeah. Yeah, I'm in North Dakota.
I need a VR
I'm
chat
pretty far
expert.
from
What does it
You
mean
looking
if
kinda
I'm very
sus.
poor?
They're
What does it
looking
mean if
kinda
I'm
sus.
very
Hang on,
poor?
hang on. I got
You
you.
got Oculus.
internet.
I mean, are you a VR chat expert?
It means
No,
you're
I'm a-
poor.
Like actual
you don't
like
have
money,
money.
poor?
Yes.
Oh. Shoot, I'm like very, very poor, like extra poor. Like, oh.
Listen, I sold my soul away for 4 years.
I literally, I actually found the money to buy this Oculus.
Nice.
I am your bodyguard.
Okay,
Like, I must be
Yo,
the
let's
luckiest
go.
man alive. I found
You don't need that.
Yeah?
You don't need that.
on the floor. My
in
mom.
your idea, I've had MREs before. In your idea, what is the best MRE you've ever had?
The best MRE I've ever had. Let me think about
Yeah.
that. Let me.
Those are
'cause-
some good
so
questions.
I'm not sure how much you know about Air Force. So what
Not a
branch
lot.
are your sisters in?
Army.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
It's so
In the Air Force, we have Beast Week, which is essentially like our deployment week, where in basic training they teach us how to deploy.
Oh yeah,
And we
they do
eat
that in the Army too.
We eat MREs for that entire week. For lunch and breakfast. For dinner, we get like a home cooked hot meal.
Okay, well then let me restate that question. In your experience,
most
what was the
mental
best thing you
torture.
could find in them?
dear.
In someone's way.
Oh, yo, that's a nice outfit.
It was
Damn.
M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Oh yeah, peanut
I
M&Ms.
almost tried
Those,
jerky in them.
Your other hand.
those were the best things that I. Oh, that's not good. No circle is bad. Oh right, there's the circle. M&Ms, peanut M&Ms were the best thing I could find in them. My favorite MRE was the the barbecue shredded beef one. That was my favorite one. Because for that one, I could pretend that it was okay.
I had peanut.
For that one, it was like
No.
I've had one like very like that. I had it, but I'm like very picky eater, so like it was more like, what is this? It tastes like dog food, and then I didn't eat much of it.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
To block his avatar. I might have to block his avatar. It's getting annoying.
Where did he go?
Chee-hee!
Oh, you mean Devin? Oh, yeah.
No, guys, there's a floating knife.
Oh, they don't want it?
There's a floating knife.
It's
Ready to die. I'm like the most mentally tortured. You mean Devin? Oh, yeah.
Hey, floating knife. No murder in the circle. No murdering in the circle, man. It's not cool.
Do you see it? Do it.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Devin? I don't think Troy's gonna...
I'm better bodyguard.
Sure. Questions? More? Maybe?
No.
Yo, that's a great vibe you got there. I'm vibing with it. Yo, is that cool over there? Man, they vibing real hard. Any more questions?
Okay.
Hey,
I
cool.
keep forgetting my questions.
Why
Dang
did you
it.
join the? Okay, that's
The Air Force?
the question. Never mind. Yes, never mind.
No one's asked it yet, though.
Okay, then,
No one's asked that question yet, though. Why'd I join the Air Force? All right. So, I'm a gamer, right? I play lots of games and stuff. And I graduated high school when I was 18. And my mother said, "Do you want to stay home and do college? You'll be able to stay home for free if you're doing college. If you're not doing college, and you're not actively trying to get into the military, get out of the house." And being an 18-year-old right out of high school, I decided I'll try community college, see how far I got in it. And I failed. I failed my first semester, and I failed because I wasn't putting any effort. I wasn't studying when I should have been studying. I was playing video games and sitting on my couch pretending life would carry on, and I would live in my mom's house rent free. Yeah, essentially being a basement dweller. But my parents didn't raise me to be that way. They raised me to be a man and to not be a lazy piece of crap. So I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "Solar, stop being a bitch. Stop being a baby bitch." And I walked out of my room that day, and I walked up to my mom and I said, "Air Force," and she said, "All right, start getting that shit filled out." So I waited until the beginning of 2020. I got I called up my recruiter. I said, "I want to join the Air Force." I joined the Air Force. I went to basic January, February, March, April, May, June 28th. Graduated August 29th. No, wait. No, it was August 19th. Yeah, it was August 19th. Had my birthday in tech school, because my birthday's August 31st. I'm 20. Graduated tech school October 19th, and October 12th. I got to my first duty station October 19th. And I've been active duty since then. So here I am. It's been 1 month of active duty. Very, very fun experience so far. I've met my coworkers are all really nice. Money. Finance is evil. I hate finance. They messed up my pay. They're paying me more than what I should be getting paid. So now I have to pay them because they messed up my pay.
Hold on. Damn. We don't hand after that. I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah, so because they messed up and because they're paying me more than what they're supposed to be paying me, I now have to pay them back all of the money that they gave me that was over the amount that, that they paid me. Military. Woo!
I have one more question, and then I'm done.
Go for it.
Yeah, last question is, was there anything like that that they told you before joining? Like, with my sister, she first wanted to join as a sniper, but once they looked at her grades and stuff, they're like, "No, you're too smart to be a sniper. You're going to be a medic." Do they do that with you guys too? Like, do you have to be like a certain type of smarts to be a certain type of thing?
So, yes, that's the ASVAB. The ASVAB is essentially like this test that they give you that tells you what you're good at. You might be terrible at like mechanics, but you could be the best at electrical work. Your ASVAB score will determine what you can and cannot do in the Air Force. A lot of the time, your recruiter does try to push you, but if you have your heart set on a certain job, you can tell them. They'll be like, hey, you should take this job, you're qualified for it, and your ASVAB score, and if you really want that job and you want it on your as the job you want and it's on your list that you qualified for, you can go, no, this is the job I want. There are openings for this job. I'm gonna put it on this list, and if it gets brought down, because the way Air Force jobs are done is there's like a list of jobs that came down that people can go into for the rotation. If that job that you wrote down on your list is in the rotation, your recruiter will get like a notification, and they can sign your name for it.
Okay, I get it.
If your sister was in the Air Force and the Air Force had sniping jobs, right? Oh, okay, bye. And they had sniping jobs. If she wanted it got brought down for the rotation, she could put it down. And her recruiter might say something like, hey, you qualified for all these better jobs, and I see you have sniper at the top of your list. Maybe you might want to change sniper to something else, or change it to one of these other jobs, because according to your ASVAB, you would be more suitable in these jobs. If she wants to be a sniper, if that's what she wants her career to be, if she has her heart dead set on sniper, she can go, no thank you, I want to stay sniper. And if the job comes down from the upper echelons, they go, yeah, sniper is coming down the list. Does any of you guys, your recruit, want sniper? Her recruiter can go, yeah, she wants sniper. Sign her up for it. And if she's lucky enough, she'll get put on the list. And if she's at the top of the list, she gets the job.
I just realized
she didn't take sniper. She took
the rainbow moves.
Yep.
I'm gonna respawn because my sister's in the lobby and I feel bad for her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we should probably all die. So, Devin, get your knife.
Alright, well, I'm not the murderer.
Devin, and stab everybody.
Alright, Devin. Hold on, Devin, before you kill me, let me step out of the circle. Let me step out of the circle, you can...
Who wants it next? Who wants next?
I'll go.
Who wants next turn?
Wait, I'm not... The circle disappeared, I'll get...
From your hands. And then you kept asking that man questions, which took forever.
I'm sorry.
Is the game over?
I'm sorry.
I am thinking about me is that I'm like,
I'm going really
it was
cycle
has been broken finally.
No.
I know that you were trying to ask questions about the military stuff, but I'm going to kill you.
So I have a question.
Yes.
I don't have headphones in.
Hold on, wait.
Dang it, I'm not murderer.
Yes.
Bro, I'm not murderer. I want to kill Pan Pan.
Hey, Kermit, can you be a little smaller?
I got a question.
Hey, just get the gun and shoot her.
For all your free games.
What do you think I'm... What the fuck? There's already so
Nope,
many
I'm gonna
people
kill her.
dying.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. I'm going to kill her.
I tried to make a joke
my
about
God,
how
the
we've known each
pumpkin,
other
oh
for
my
so long, but then
God.
she stabbed.
You're beautiful.
I was literally trying to give her a hug and she stabbed me. She
By the way,
looked
here's
me
my
dead in the
question.
face and she was like,
No.
Yeah.
watch this.
Do you get this?
I'm
Does
going
it
to
say how long you're going to stay in the military, or no? Or do you choose?
So for choosing your hold on
The bookshelves.
to the room, to the books, to the shelves.
Okay, look, I just want to say something real quick. I just want to say something real quick.
Go for it.
I might have gotten murder again. I don't. I probably did.
All right. Like I said earlier, no murder in the circle, please.
No.
Whoa. Hold on.
No.
There's someone who asked the question.
We don't have to resort
Tar,
to
you
violence.
asked that question, right? Asked how terms are decided for how long you're staying in. So when you first talk to your recruiter, and
What's that
for
noise?
the Air Force recruiters work like this. If they don't have all of their spots filled out, because recruiters are supposed to sign a certain amount of people. If they don't have their amount signed, they'll be like, all right, take this practice as VAB. If you score well, we'll continue talking. If you don't score well, that's too bad. You score well, because it's essentially just math and English.
We should probably do like kill ourselves every like 10 minutes, so everybody can join if they die.
It's fine.
That's kind
So you sign. So they'll ask you like, what are you thinking about signing? Are you thinking about signing 5? Or are you thinking about signing 4 years? Or are you thinking about signing 6 years? Which are the two basic contracts that they can sign someone for? I signed for 4. I only signed my soul away for 4 years. A lot of people sign for 6 because they get a promotion in rank. They get promoted to like they get promoted to like senior airman or airman first class. The way ranking works is you got airman basic, which is what I am still. I don't have any stripes. I'm a fuzzy, which is it's the slang for we call airman basics fuzzies. That's like the slang term because we don't have any stripes to put on our jackets. Airman basic, airman, which is first stripe. You got essentially it's a chevron, which is like it's the ribbon. A chevron of 1 stripe, which is the single stripe, and a star in the center of it. Second one is airman first class. Is chevron, which is the circle of 2 stripes, with a star in the center. Then it goes to senior airman. Senior airman is a chevron with a star in the center, 3 stripes. Then that's your airman. Those are your airman classifications. Then it goes non-commissioned officers, which are essentially like the drill sergeants. You can be a drill sergeant if you're this rank. Staff sergeant. I think it's staff sergeant, technical sergeant. Yeah, staff and technical. Then from staff and technical, you go to master sergeant, senior master sergeant, then chief master sergeant.
Is 12 years an option?
12 years. Actually, I think it is.
Yeah, well, my dad spent 12 years in the army.
Yeah, I think it's an option, you can sign for however many years you want. I think the minimum is 4.
So I can
You can't sign for any less than 4. You can sign for, I think it's a max of 4 or a max of 20, and then a minimum of 4. I'm not too sure on the maximums. I'm mostly sure that the minimum is 4 though.
I might do it just for the free college. I don't know.
That's kinda I mean, relatively speaking, it is free, but it's because of some stuff. It's weird. That's retirement stuff.
You got a lot of doors. Hold on.
Yeah, that's not very. Yeah.
He's murderers, so I don't think that's an option. We should probably kill ourselves since you know, let everybody reset. They might be mad or something. They probably kill each other already or something. Let me go check. Oh no, I can hear him. Never mind.
Hey, it's a judgmental asshole. Nice.
Nice. He's a judgmental what? Why
Asshole.
are you bullying him? What did he do to you?
Don't bully me. He said, "Oh look, it's a stupid furry."
Yeah, go. You don't understand.
Furries bully me. Furries bully
he has
me.
more importance than you.
I literally come in here and you say, "Oh look, a stupid furry." No, you don't get to say those things.
He's more important
and then not
than
expect
you.
me to say it back.
Yeah.
You don't get to be a jerk and then like, "Oh no, you can't be a jerk back because you're a furry." No, that's not how that works.
Oh.
I'm a guy in the
I'ma
Air
block
Force.
your
I am a
avatar. So stop.
I am a progressive member of the Air Force. Hey, that's a cool avatar.
Oh god, here we go.
So how do I get money in the game? Cause I don't like being very poor.
No, they can't.
Money? What do you mean?
It says I'm
Money in
very
the game.
poor.
Bro, but you have to be the bigger person. He's a little kid. You have to be the bigger person.
Listen, I really don't care.
Stop
You
harassing.
still got
The
to be
amount-
the bigger person. What?
The amount of care. Listen, I'm in the Air Force.
He's
You're
in
right,
the
it's
Air
not
Force.
harassment.
Oh my god, it's a giant hermit. Like a
In the
giant
Air
I
Force.
got
Yeah,
this
that shit
wonderful
makes him no better.
protection circle.
My sister
I
was
got this
in My dad was in the army. So was my grandpa. He died in a plane crash.
I'm sure that they didn't take shit from kids too.
Was in the army.
My uncle got shot in
Especially
the
if
head
one
with a sniper.
disrespects them like that.
My uncle went to jail. My other uncle went to jail. I meant. My other uncle went to
That's rough.
the army. Oh, even our whole family like despises him because he's so bad. He
That's
got
rough.
jail.
My
He went to jail
dad fucking
twice
died
for
of
stealing.
drugs.
But he
Sure,
got
that's
caught
rough.
because he left his driver's license in the car that he stole. Like that's sad.
He's a bad person.
He left his driver's license, I mean his ID in the car that he stole.
Oh, they're gonna murder everyone.
Shouldn't have stole, bro. What the heck did I just?
The only
Anyways.
person that's safe is in the bathroom. Should probably wait.
You wanna know what's safe? Being in the protection circle, cause no murder in the circle.
Really? Unless they don't
No
obey.
murder. Unless they're assholes who don't obey, who don't like.
Thank.
Get to pick or choose.
Relatively speaking,
all drinking booze. Like I could make this game like one better if they just added a view all button for people's avatars.
they will. Yeah, that's something that you should comment in a suggestion box that they have.
Bro, he's mixed. It's a mixed.
Oh, this guy's right next. The murderer is right next to the table. He can pick up the knife and stab all of them.
Oh my god!
Yep, there you go.
Shotgun. He could
Yep, he just did it.
Boy, you're gonna shoot up the school like I shot up my mom.
Oh my god, it's. Man, I'm gonna get like.
Called it.
I just like.
I called it.
So loud, and it's like 1 a.m.
Bro, when you murdered everyone, I was like, I called it.
When I screamed when I killed you
Bro, why is that?
No, I saw that happen. That was beautiful.
Bro, my soul left my. I'm not. Oh my god.
Back to the
Standing bystander. Oh my god.
You're stupid. Guys, you see this clue? You guys saw that clue? Click the clue, guys. You guys saw the clue?
Welcome to the library. Welcome to Military Stories with Solar.
I think it's a clue right.
Anyone want to ask questions?
Anyone want? No, I have.
Hey, it's Shadow.
Was cooking on my soda.
Yeah, bro.
Squiggly succotash.
It's like a whole volume. No.
What quiz? Is that supposed to be?
No, like literally the 3 people that want to listen to his Oh, he's curious. There we go.
He murdered me. What the? In the
Killed
circle
Shadow.
too.
I should have
Murdered
just
me
pulled
in
out
the
this.
circle.
I didn't have time to pull this out.
The Glock.
I wanted to torture him because I got.
It's called the no. It's called the no gun. It's called the no gun.
Yeah, I call it the blick.
That man murdered me.